Lots of speculation currently in the media, of course, about exactly when Harry and Meghan are, or shall we say, at odds with each other. It's been coming for a long time, and one would suspect, of course, that Harry's now invigorated, all thanks to that recent trip, well, literally to Africa and back here to the United Kingdom. He got a taste of what it was like to be back in his own self without being in the shadow of his wife, the former cable TV actress Meghan Markle, remembering always to let her go first, always to shake hands, and making sure, of course, that he looks invigorated when she speaks once again about that soap commercial that very few people have had to sit through. You know the one I mean. Interesting as people obviously speculate about their split, professionally at least. Behind the scenes, it's far deeper. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for joining me today. And by the way, thank you for enjoying my recent video all about Judy Garland, the Plaza, the Duke of Edinburgh. Fascinating to source these stuff out, particularly when you've interviewed people and you think, wow, they did anything to make people behave in that sort of period, didn't they? Poor Judy, you know, just a vulnerable lady, you know. But as I say, I was lucky enough to interview Liza, become friends with her, become friends with, of course, Lorna as well. Lovely people. Judy was just a tower, wasn't she, of absolute talent. You know, just one of those things. But if you haven't checked it out as ever, it's there for free. Do feel free to enjoy. Back as ever to your royal story of the day. This is literally the story that everybody's talking about, professionally or, you know, personally. Harry and Meghan split, right? Well, what's interesting here is, as we know, Meghan has literally retreated in tears, upset, all that sort of stuff, given the fact that she receives such negative and bad press. And she can't understand why she gets attacked. But of course, her husband, the former well known as the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, seemingly doesn't. Now, I would say that knowing how the media works, it's very easy in many respects, because he will still have some cachet, particularly over here in the United Kingdom, where people are a little bit more sort of, you know, reverential in the fact that they won't want to necessarily attack him, given, of course, His Majesty the King is going through his own health crisis. But according to a source, it was literally all down to this moment. Apparently, Meghan was infuriated by the fact that people picked up on her quizzical looks. Yes, quizzical looks. And of course, the fact that she seemed annoyed, angry whenever Harry was speaking throughout this very much publicised launch with CBS and Jane Pauley. What's interesting here, of course, is that then, since that particular launch of that particular charitable event, whatever you want to call it, literally Meghan decided to try her luck behind the scenes and go it alone in the ill-fitting dress for the children's charity, which allegedly she has not donated anything to, and predominantly was only there for the red carpet, didn't stay for the event. You can understand how this plays out. Everything is detailed on digital platforms. Everybody's filming something somewhere along the line. But according to the source, she was so traumatized at the onslaught of negativity that she apparently received, not Harry, after this CBS thing. She vowed that they had to now separate in order to try and make the brand work. What brand, one people might say. I think what's interesting here, though, as well, and this is more difficult when you consider this is Meghan and Harry going forward. Clearly, without him, people aren't interested. As I told you, on the red carpet, people were only wanting to know, where's Prince Harry? Very few people wanted a picture with Meghan Markle. He still holds a lot of cachet. Now, whether she wants to realise this or not, whether her team around her want to realise this, the bottom line is, moving forward for her, she has to work it out. Exactly, are they better together or apart? Now, what about on a personal level? Well, let's just put it this way. Things are not exactly rosy in the garden. And you might have to feel a little bit sorry for Harry, because apparently it's tears morning, noon and night. And it doesn't take much, apparently, to escalate those tears, and Harry once again having to heat a lot of a humble pie and make sure he placates any situation. Either way, separation is looming on whatever level you want to take it. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.